welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it comes your way next.
No single building has played host to more Super Bowls than this one right here. The Caesars Superdome in the Crescent City of New Orleans. This is Super Bowl 59, and we've got an outstanding matchup on tap. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
Throwing is Hurts. Steps away to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Now it's second and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. Third and long.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. That'll give them 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Brought down that time by Nolan Smith.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this will be caught by Brown. So the completion good for 7 there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Now Mahomes. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now here's Mahomes. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Mahomes going to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chiefs have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle to Smith. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Here's Hurts to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Hurts. This pass hauled in by Dotson. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Out left to Dotson. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. 7-3 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter. And we are back and ready to go for the 2nd quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Over the middle here to Brown. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Short throw, hauled in by Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes now to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And again, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And a quick throw. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Touchdown! Mahomes finding the talented DeAndre Hopkins. And the Chiefs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Dana with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate, The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Zach Baum there on the tackle.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now 2nd and 5.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They run it with P. Ryan on 1st down.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Brown's got it for a Chiefs touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Buying time to his left. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Now Hurts on the option right.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
No surprise to see a sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And this will be caught by Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
"19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Got him in. It's Brown. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Mahomes going to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
And Kelce's going to have a Chiefs first down as he's up past the 45-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
He's got Brown on the out route complete.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying for it with Pirine.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 20.
He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Hurts sets up to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
A first down carry for Barkley.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 7. Hurts.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. What a methodical drive this has turned again. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll drop to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught left side, Hopkins. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. The tight end in motion right. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Able to find Gray here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Brown. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the fourth and final quarter of action. Now, there's just one quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the fourth quarter. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. They'll try the right side with P. Ryan. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just float from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Now here's Mahomes. And that's caught left side by the tight end Gray. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Try to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing is Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side.
got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nifty job there on the scramble. Got 12 yards, and now it's second down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Smith in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Devontae Smith.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drive in total 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And now here comes Kansas City.
And they have been the better of the 2 sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap. to get into the backfield and make that play.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved.
That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Throwing now is Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Mahomes going to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And out now come the Eagles.
And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
Complete. Smith has it. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Hurts.
Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2.
Hurts will throw.
And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Mahomes to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
I don't know why we did it, but we went to their final walkthrough for some reason. And what did we see? Their last play in walkthrough was taking a knee and celebrating winning a Super Bowl. They wanted that visualization. They did it for real.
Yeah, they just scripted it out. Defense can't stop the clock, and they can watch the final seconds tick. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi trophy. What a